I know you may not believe it, but God did it. The Olympic Games have started. Football was officially Friday. And you're welcome to the show this evening, beautiful Lagos City and beyond. Welcome to the Football Fans Lounge. It is voice of the people, not a bunch of family, Lagos City. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is a legend of Nigerian football, and his name is being unveiled right now. And I'm talking about no other name but Chief Segun Odegbami, nicknamed the Mathematical Odegbami, Mathematical 7 you could call him. You were interested to know that Segun Odegbami is a former Nigerian professional footballer who played as a forward for the Super Eagles, earning 46 caps and scoring 23 goals between 1976 and 1981. He was a key player in the team that won the 1980 African Cup of Nations. I tell you, I wasn't even born then. And also represented Nigeria at the 1976 and 1978 Africa Cup of Nations. After retiring from football, Segun Odegbami went on to become a successful sports analyst, commentator, and a writer. He has worked with various media organizations, including the Nigerian Television Authority and Supersport as well, and has written for several newspapers, online platforms as well. But I'll tell you, Chief Segun Odegbami is often called by the Mathematical 7. He's also a respected football administrator, having served as the president of the Nigerian Ex-International Association and also a member of the Nigerian Football Federation Technical Committee. He is widely regarded as one of the most knowledgeable and passionate voices in Nigerian football, and we are honored to have him and with us today. We'll be sharing his insight on the Super Eagles and the Nigerian Football Federation way. Please join me in welcoming one of Nigerian finest, a man whose crazy event in a very hard note. He's won the Nations Cup back in 1980, and I'm talking about no other name, ladies and gentlemen. If your hands are not so busy, let's make welcome Chief Segun Odegbami. So we'll be having him on the show this evening very, very soon. Just stay connected, don't go anywhere. And you're still listening to Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos City, the best place to be at all time. And you know I'm the voice of the mic. We'll keep you posted, stay with us. Just in case you're joining us, I'll let you know and I'll tell you again. I'm talking about the man who is a well-respected administrator, having served Nigeria as the president of the Nigerian Ex-International Association and also a member of the Nigeria Football Federation Technical Committee. It would interest you to know that he is widely regarded as one of the most knowledgeable and passionate, passionate voices of Nigerian football. And we are honored to have him with us today. We would love to hear his own insight on the Super Eagles and Nigerian football development. Like I said before, and I'm saying again, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I make welcome. For me, I call him Nigerian finest. You know why? When I was born, when he was playing, I wasn't born. So the YouTube have to help me to go search about big names like this man. And well respected in football, not just about Nigerian respecting him personally. I feel like he's a role model. I could say yes, one of the biggest names in the football. 1980 Nations Cup crooner. And it was so funny to see that I wasn't even born then. It is Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Chief Segun Odegbami with us online. Okay, so for everything we need to know, talking about Nigerian football, we were talking about it, and also it's no longer news that at this point in time, the Nigerian national team does not have a coach. You know, we don't have a coach. He's in the right position to talk about him. He's in the right position to tell us more. He's been here. He's played for the team. He knows the team very well. You know, so you have to apologize that the play day would not come because we need to honor this interview. And also, aside the play day, all right, aside the play day, we were supposed to, give you more update about transfer news. But as it stands now, we'll need to connect you live to Chief Segun Odegbami so we can talk. Then my questions can be very clear, so we can talk on the radio. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have him live on the radio with us. Good evening, Chief Segun Odegbami. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening. Even though the line is not very clear, but good evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm so sorry about that. That's the network of Nigeria. You're welcome to the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos City. It's an honor. It's our privilege to have you, sir. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good evening. I didn't hear that very well.
Okay. Can you hear me well now? Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you, but the line is cracking, so I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go on. I can hear you now, I think.
All right. That's nice. Better off. Okay, so we said we are privileged to have you on the show today. It's an honor for us to have you on radio. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, so sir, we want to start with the first one that is very heavy and everyone is talking about it. We would love to ask you, what is your take? What is your take on the current situation where the national team of Nigeria is still without a head coach despite the upcoming AFCON qualifiers and a World Cup preparation?
Well, what do I say? Everybody is aware of the situation. And, it shouldn't be difficult, but it is. We have made it extremely difficult. And I can tell you for free that the main reason for this huge delay is how to fund the hiring of a coach for the national team. Otherwise, I'm sure they would have hired one by now.
Okay.
The logistics of hiring, of sourcing for the funds, and who to hire, both have proved to be extremely difficult. So that's why we haven't had anything. It's not good commentary on the state of our national teams, but so that's why there's the sympathy for, as you called it, an A-grade coach.
Right.
And well, how do you fund an A-grade coach? Who is the A-grade coach that is available to come and coach your national team? Those who scramble for it are not those A-grade coaches. There is no glamour in coaching national teams. The greater glamour, the greater money lies in coaching clubs. That's why all the best coaches in the world, you find them in clubs, not in national teams. However, since our own is like that, and we don't want to shed this cloak of inferiority complex to think that our own can never be good enough. So we are saddled with this responsibility. Those who are in charge should just take responsibility. I'm not a part of it.
Right.
So I don't know what is going on there.
Okay.
We wish them luck.
Okay, so don't you think this delay would affect the team chances of success? And also, if you're to be, this is you. What manager, which coach do you think can you just prefer a coach that you think would fit into this job at this point in time, knowing fully well that we are in a very, very delicate position in the qualifier? Do you have any coach in mind that you would love to?
How can you ask me that kind of question? For me to come and put myself in trouble or put people in trouble. I can't name any coach for you.
Okay.
If I was in a position like that, I know for sure that before now, I would never even go for a foreign coach.
Okay.
I know the Nigerian coaches I would have prepared to take over because they have all the qualifications, they have all the experiences, and they have the psychology. So, without a Nigerian in charge, it is hard for us to go far. We need somebody who understands us very well, who understands our domestic game, our culture, the culture of football here, and how to harness it to get the best out of it. Combine our African style, with European style for those who have gone abroad to play,
Right.
and come up with a formula that is fantastic, as we saw in 1994.
Okay. So, sir, you talk about the 19 out of 4. I'll come to that, but let me quickly get on this part. That has to do still with the coaching crew and the coaching. Like, I know you don't really want to say that because you're not part of the system at this point. But my question is this again. I'm trying to reiterate. Concerning the Super Eagles, we have a very good team. We have a very good squad. Now, a lot of people are saying, believing that no Nigerian coach.
Sorry, I'm interrupting you. I don't agree that we have a very good squad, please.
What did you say, sir?
We don't have a very good squad. Where is this good squad?
No, I'm talking about the team, sir.
We've been recycling the same set of players, add one or two more, and they haven't performed exceptionally well through the past decade. So how can you say we have the very good players?
No, if we have one of the most valuable teams. I'm not about the team, like the selection of the players. It's about bringing them together to make a team. I'm just saying.
Well, look, we have to go and look for exceptionally good players for our national team.
Okay.
We cannot take average players. I'm not saying they are all average, but I'm saying that you need a pool of very, very good players, who will come together and start to play as a team. There are certain players, as you have seen, through 3 or 4 coaches now, the same set of players,
right,
unable to raise their standards, the levels that we all expect. So it cannot always be the issue of coach. It has to also be the issue of players.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
We must look for those players. And the players, somewhere they must exist, or we start to breed them. We start to change the domestic psychology of our coaches, so that they stop this passing game and start to develop our own natural style.
Right.
Player, the dribble, individual expressiveness, that makes JJ Okocha special, that makes Mudalawa special, or Adoke and Messi Maka.
Right.
These are not players who just go to the field and start to pass. No. You have to have people who can do things with the ball. Who in this current team can do things with the ball? Just a very, very few of them.
Okay.
That's what we need to do. Locate those very good players and put them together. And because they don't even have time to stay together. Football these days, you don't have the luxury of staying together for a long time. For you are in camp and all those things. No, you just bring them together a few days and you tell them how you want them to play, and you start to pray and fast that they will play the way you want them to play.
Okay, sir, but as a word to say, a lot of people keep saying that currently, as it stands now, our local coaches would not stand a respect from the players. Is that word a true or false word?
That's false. Absolutely false. I have been with every national team in the past 30 years. I have been inside them. I have been with them, and so on and so forth. And there has never been an incident where you see a player disrespect a coach, whether he's local or foreign. It doesn't happen because their lives depend on it. And that's what they will tell you. But I don't know where people get this impression that the players don't respect their domestic Nigerian coaches. That's absolutely not true.
Okay. All right. I'll take that from you. Right now, so let's talk about this one now. What is your assessment on the current state of Nigerian football? I love to say this. I was reading the book. I don't know if it was online, but it was about you talking about. It was so very much interesting. It was about development. So my question now is, what is your assessment on the current state of Nigerian football, and in what way would you say that our NFF can improve the sport in the country?
Well, there are too many areas to cover.
Right.
Too many areas to cover, because we are just not getting it right yet. We have a school of administrators who are limited in their general knowledge of what needs to be done,
right, to
take our football from where it is to where we want it to be. They don't know, and that's a limitation. It's a serious limitation. They are not drinking from the well of experience, and they are in this new age, and there's a gap between that needs to be filled. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Right.
but they don't know how to do it. So everybody is an expert. So everybody poses. So we are just hanging in limbo. We are not doing things yet that will produce a long stream of great players who would make great clubs in the country, who would play on great facilities, and who would turn out great football in the. We need to domesticate everything, make our domestic football first class, play on the right pitches, not on artificial turf. Play on the right pitches. Too many things to fix. I'm sorry, we cannot discuss.
Yeah, we can talk about it all. So, sir, the delay in appointing a new coach for the Super Eagles, like you pointed out, you talk about fund, but some people want to say, is it ask questions like, is it a result of the NFF indecision, or is it a deliberate attempt to get the right person for the job? Because I feel like transparency is key. And the NFF is working for the people, the masses, the country, the Nigerians. We should know this. We shouldn't come out every day. Sport analysts every day come out and say, we have Eric Sekushal, there's a Pesero, all of the stories every day. McLaren, we keep calling names. Is it not okay for the NFF to tell us that this? We should know that if it's really a fun thing, we should know. We shouldn't be left in the dark. We know we don't really have the money. Like I was seeing Haverena, someone said Haverena of the French, and said is if he wants to take, according to rumors we heard, they said 258 million. That's what he wants to take. That's apparently $180,000 US. We don't have the money. We owe the Pesero. We know the story. But my point is, won't the NFF, can't we be that transparent? Can't we come out and say, we don't have this money. Let's make do what we have. Why the delay up to date at the detriment of the Nigerians?
Well, I'm sorry that we don't even know who is responsible for what. When you speak with the sports minister, he doesn't even know who is supposed to pay the coach. If you ask the NFF people, they don't know who is supposed to pay the coach. Through the past decade, particularly, we've had the NFA, depend on the federal government to pay the coach. The last coach was paid by the government.
Right.
And before then, they raised funds through one oil company, that they were paying the national coach. So we are at a point now where nobody even knows who is responsible for the coach, who raises the money to pay the coach. As we stand now, that is the situation. We think that the NFF has enough money from the different income they generate from FIFA to pay that kind of money. To run Nigerian football, to run any football anywhere, is very, very, very expensive.
Right.
So, and the federation is just a federation. It's a federation of clubs. It is not the owner of the national team of Nigeria. The NFF is not the owner of the national team of Nigeria. The federal government is the owner. And if you go into history, you will find where the rules and regulations and roles and responsibilities are clearly defined, and the present position where we don't know who will pay and we don't even know where to source for the money, is happening, would never have happened. So that's where we are now. Who will pay? Ask anybody. Nobody knows who will pay. They are saddling the NFF with the responsibility to pay. Where will they get the money from? Which sponsor? So many people will just make so much noise that we can get this person to pay. We can. Where will you get such money from? It is easier said than done.
Okay.
We must clearly define the roles, the responsibilities of each of the stakeholders in this architecture of football in the country, and we know who is responsible for what.
Right. Okay, so before I let you go, just a few questions so I could let you go. Let's talk a little bit about the just past coach of the Super Eagles, Finidi George, ex-international. We know his story of how he came in within a short period of time and how he left. Some have tagged that an integrity move for leaving that phase. And we know the ultimatum that was placed on him. He must take us to the World Cup. We know the rest of the story. But let's talk about the contract signing. I feel like I like to talk about this oftentimes because when we listen to news, some reports away from Nigeria, we hear that a said manager in England has signed a contract with an option to increase. And sir, you play this game. I don't know. Is this the way it's done? Finidi's contract with the NFF, we really don't really know about it. We only know that he has a 1 year, and that was more when people were talking about it. What are the contracts signed in Nigerian football? How does it work? Is it something, because I think ours is looking very hidden. I would love you throw or you share more highlight on that contract signings.
Well, you are asking the wrong person. I have no idea.
But you played the game at your own time when you had managers. Was it that they don't know? They don't hear managers' deal and signings.
I didn't hear that at all.
I said during your playing time when you had your manager, the manager you worked with, when he signed a contract with the NFF at that point, was he not stated to the people how long he will stay?
Well, I didn't hear that very well, but let me just use my sense to guess at your question.
Okay.
Well, you are talking of the length of stay and including
duration,
his contract.
Yes, sir.
And so on.
Right.
Yeah, because we don't respect our own. We don't respect our coaches. We just pick them. We take them for granted. We assume that we are doing them a favor. We don't sign contracts with them. Most of these national team coaches of the different age categories don't even have contracts.
Right.
Once they hear that they are going, you have been invited to coach, they rush there, even without paying them a dime. They are ready to work. You know, this is the poverty mentality that we have managed to cultivate in this environment. So a coach has no say in how long the contract they sign with him, will be. They just go there and take anything and, just behave anyhow. And so, no respect. There's no respect for the Nigerian coach. The only person that has demonstrated that he cannot take such issues is Daniel Amokaki.
Okay.
They offered him the position, and they didn't give him a contract. They didn't tell him the conditions. He refused to go. So everybody who wants respect, before you put your paper down, before you start the job, you must go and sign a proper contract.
Right.
That's the only way to earn respect. That's the only way to protect your job.
Okay. Okay, so this one now. Last one, we'll talk about Osimhen quickly. Osimhen is our own very person. I would love to get your take on Osimhen's saga, social media rant, alongside with Finidi. So it's Finidi and Osimhen, manager and the coach at that point. And it's not really right what Osimhen did. Everyone has been talking about it. But I don't know if you have a say, because up to date, we haven't heard if he apologized, because a lot of media personalities are saying Osimhen must come out in public. But John Ogu, I want to quote him, has said he knows Osimhen right from the onset. Even Amaju Pinnick said so, that Osimhen is not this way. So a lot of people are saying if Osimhen wants to make it right, he needs to come out in public, because he did what he did in public. But we don't know. Those who know him are saying he must have apologized. So I want to know your take about that saga.
Well, you are in the media.
Right.
I'm sure you know more than I do. I don't know the details and intricacies of all of that Osimhen thing. I have not passed any comment on it.
Right.
I think they will handle the matter themselves. That's a very serious matter.
Right.
And so I don't want to be part of that conversation at all.
Okay. So lastly, sir, let's get your advice to the NFF on how to move. I would love to have this shot. The advice you have to give to the NFF on how to move Nigerian football forward, and what are the key areas that needs improvement?
Every area. Nigeria Nigerian football is a replica of Nigeria itself. So it's like asking me the question, what aspect of Nigeria do we need to improve to fix the country? Which area would you say is working? So that's my response. We need to fix the total architecture of Nigerian football.
Right.
Every aspect of it. Yes, nothing is working perfectly. Some parts are working good, well to an extent. Some parts are not doing so well, but generally it is fake.
Right.
So we need to fix it.
Okay. I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much, Chief Segun Odegbami, for your time. We really do appreciate it. We hope to have you some other time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Have a good day.
Have a great day as well. Thank you so much. All right, sir. Magic of the day. I had the man of our big name, I told you. But I know the part where he doesn't want to get involved in so many things that he feels like I don't want to talk. Before they will say Segun Odegbami, we don't talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Just in case you heard that voice, our guest today was the legend of Nigerian football, Segun Odegbami. He's nicknamed Mathematical 7. Some say mathematical. It would interest you to know that Odegbami is a former Nigerian professional football player. He played as a forward for the Super Eagles, earning 46 caps and scoring 23 goals between 1976 and 1981. He was a key player in the team that won the 1980 African Cup of Nations and also represented Nigeria at the 1976 and 1978 Africa Cup of Nations. After retiring from football, Segun Odegbami went on to become a successful sports analyst, commentator, and a writer. He has worked with various media organizations, including the Nigerian Television Authority and Super Sports, and has written for several newspapers and online platforms. Like, I call him and he heard me say all of the time, sir, cut to the man, Nigeria will to get respect. And that's just how it works. Chief Odegbami is also a respected football administrator, having served as the president of the Nigerian Ex-International Association and a member of the Nigeria Football Federation Technical Committee. He is widely regarded as one of the most knowledgeable and passionate voices in Nigerian football. And today we will always appreciate and be honored to have him with us today as he shared more insight on the Super Eagles and Nigerian football development. I can tell you I had fun, right? I had so much fun with him. But I know he was being skeptical. He doesn't want to say so much. He could just talk about where he feels like, I need to put in hands and, talk about more. Do I want to talk about some of the cases? He said, you see how big that is. That Victor Osimhen and Finidi talk is very big. It is deeper than what you make about it. It's so big than what you think. You might not understand how lengthy that has been. If you know, go talk with you don't know. But you're still listening to Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, Lagos City. And my name is KZK. We'll let you know some updates, transfer news, Olympic. Okay, tell you games. Quickly, let's let you know that historically, Sao Paulo is the first woman in football history to win the World Treble Crown. Triple Crown, World Champion under 17, World Champion under 20, Absolute World Champion. And also, you need to know Sama Parilolo is not only a great football player, she used to be on the track and field athlete and had to choose between the two spots when she was only 15. She will be hoping to add to her Olympic power and prowess in those Olympics. World Champion, under 20 World Champion, under 17 World Champion. She is the only player to date to achieve this record. Can't wait to watch her play again. But I told you, I'll let you know about the Olympic. What's really going on. New Zealand now got to score Guinea. Tottenham are also close to signing South Korean forward Min Young-yang, 18 from Gangwon Football Club. According to reports, Al Ittihad want to sign Antonio Rudiger from Real Madrid. The Saudi pro club is offering a salary of around 12 to 13 million euro per season. And also, Arsenal have full agreement with Bologna to sign Ricardo Calafiori. The player will now complete a medical and sign his contract. Here we go. Nacho says goodbye to Real Madrid after 23 years at the club. Manchester United remain in discussion with Paris Saint-Germain over Manuel Ugarte after green light from player and personal teams agreed last week. No agreement between clubs yet. Man United are also in talk to decide how to proceed on new terms with Fiorentina for Sofian Amrabat. I have a question for you, please tell me. I'm gonna call some players who are free agents. Tell me the club you support and tell me, would you love to have any of these players in your team? Apologies for the games playing on the Olympic Games. I'll tell you hopefully the results. New Zealand 2, Guinea 1. It's a live coverage. Okay, so current free agents in football. A lot of them though, but let's talk about some big names. Adrian Rabiot. I know I have less time with you, so let's just do it together. Adrian Rabiot, Mario Hermoso, Anthony Martial, Kelechi Iheanacho, Memphis Depay, Nicolas Pepe, Joe Matip, Matt Hummels, David Aher, Alexis Sanchez, Wissam Ben Yedder. Which of these players would you love to have in the club you fan? But I'll tell you again, Ipswich are prepared. Let's keep that on the sideline for now. Joshua Zexley is expected to be Man United squad for pre-season tour in the USA. Dortmund have been negotiating with Brighton for Pascal Gross for weeks, but are yet to reach an agreement. BVP talk about Borussia Dortmund have offered 80 million euro and Brighton won 10 million euro. However, everyone feels that the transfer will happen. For the first time, the opening ceremony of the Olympic game will take place outside our stadium. The 2024 Olympic ceremony will take place on the Seine River in Paris. The athletes are expected to travel 6 kilometers in boat to the Eiffel Tower. And also, PSG will outbid Bayern and offer 60 million euro to Rennes. Talk about Rene, some call them, for Desiree Doué. Ivan Toney is prepared to run down his Brentford contract if he does not land in big move for the summer. His current deal runs around, for next summer. Let's go. Man United would like to add another right back to the squad this summer, but it is likely to depend on Aaron Wan-Bissaka leaving Old Trafford. Dominic defender Nozel Mazzarri is one of the names under consideration, while the club have previously held an interest in Bayer Leverkusen Jeremy Frimpong. Hector will just get over. Hector will get just over £5 million from Mason Greenwood, £26.7 million moved from Man United to Marseille because on the sell-on clause they negotiated when they signed the 22-year-old on loan last season. Good business. Manchester City. Oh, goodness me. We're beaten 4-3 by Celtic in their first preseason match in the USA last night. Do you think they judge the game by the preseason? My guy tell me say preseason if they lose match, if they catch you for normal league, they go knock you. I beg. I'm pitching with the Yano. And I'll leave that face. Participation team. And I'll tell you, hopefully I should be making that move. But any which way I must be there. Let's let you know that the Value Jet Cup started today. And it would interest you. Rivers United, Remo Stars, Armorek, Beyond Limit, Ikorodu City, Shooting Stars, Kora United, and Jebu United. And today we had, that's for 2 p.m. Beyond Limit played against Ikorodu City. Armorek is not on Nigerian side. You need to know, it would interest you to know that the Sudanese side are currently playing now with Shooting Star. Remo Star Stadium Ikene, Ogun State. I would be there. Super Falcons prepare for the Olympic kickoff on Thursday, 25th July 2024. Lobby Star Football Club have adopted the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa Stadium in Bauchi as their home ground for the 2024-23 FFL season. Celta Figo has made an offer to James Rodriguez, 33. It's a 2-year contract. Others to La Liga side are interested in him. Man United hold a genuine interest in Trevor Chalobah. Man United fans, do you want to see Chalobah leave? I mean, join your club. Chelsea, so let him go because you don't value him though. He can't make the Enzo Maresca team. They might value him though, but if you value me, I should be with the team. The defender has been left out of Chelsea pre-season tour and the club would want around £25 million to sell. Kieran Trippier is set to leave Newcastle this summer. Clubs in the Saudi Pro League are interested in signing the defender but has 1 year left in his contract with no plans for an extension. Sofiane Amrabat wants to return to Man United. Fiorentina wants the situation done, send it out quickly so they are ready to discuss a paid loan or a discounted transfer. João Neves will explain himself to Benfica fans in regards to leaving for PSG with a statement soon. Al Ittihad have signed Moussa Diaby from Aston Villa. Como are targeting a move for Artemelo, who is an outcast at Juve. Real Madrid produced statement that they are the first football club to succeed and exceed 1 billion in revenue. I'm talking about 1 billion euros. No other team have done this one. Ferland Mendy is close to renewing his contract at Real Madrid. a deal could be reached in the coming days. Alexis Sanchez decided about the idea of playing under Roberto De Zerbi at Marseille. He's asking for a salary of €3.5 million a year, half of what he demanded to extend his contract as last summer. Marseille's priority remains Eddie Nketiah. Do you want to hear about Victor Osimhen? I'll tell you. Victor Osimhen has reached an agreement on personal terms with PSG. However, either Gonzalo Ramos or Randall Kolo Muani would have to be sold for him to be signed, and Luis Campos has called both to say he's counting on them for next season. Bordeaux have accepted administrative relegation to the third tier of French football. Various serious situations and separate occasions. They must present their budget again, and that could be further relegated to the fourth or fifth tier. Lewandowski, Thiago in training. Thiago Alcantara has started the job in Barcelona. Man United are encouraging offers for a number of senior players to fund further transfer business this summer. Eric Ten Hag is keen to sign central midfielder, another centre back at the right side. Lindelof, Anthony, Harry Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Eriksen are all wanting to be leaving the club. Not them leaving, but the club wants to offload them. And I also understand RB Leipzig are now confident to greet and get a green light for Xavi Simon's transfer battle with Bayern still ongoing, but Leipzig CEO Menslav pushing in talks to bring Xavi back. PSG have no plans to sell Xavi Simons, open to loan move, and RB Leipzig hope they can get it done. Manchester City recorded conceded 4 goals in a single match for the first time since November 12, 2023 against Chelsea Football Club. Man City lost to Celtic Football Club for the first time in their history. 4 matches since 2009, 1 victory, 2 draws. Are you ready for me, Lagos City? I feel like I'm going to be like the man on the show. Let me be like the advisor on the show. Now we had Segun Odegbami, legend of the game, 1980 Nations Cup winner. For everything he said, are you in support of what he said, or do you want to go contrary to what he said? What did you think about Nigerian football? Just talk about what we said. Please don't go off the line. That was one. Secondly, about the Man United wanting to sign Trevor Chalobah, a good player, no doubt. Would you love to see Chelsea sell to their rival? Some like to say rivalry. Would this be good? Victor Osimhen talks. If PSG collapse on that deal, would you advise him to go to Saudi? For every other transfer news you heard me say, call me up now and tell me what you make, and also tell me about your transfers. Tell me like I don't even know this job. Tell me the man you've signed. Tell me how good your team will be for next season. I only have limited time on the show. I will not be here for long because I really ate into your time. And apologies again that Wednesdays usually used to be our play days. But today we did not play because we had to go with that exclusive interview. And the WhatsApp numbers, I love to start with that: 081 71 75 63 38. 08171756338 WhatsApp portal. Whether you want to talk to me directly on the show, call me up 0700 903 903 903. I call the number again, you might be like it's being PC 0700 903 903 903. The first man I have on the show. Good evening, what's your name? Welcome to the show. Is anybody home?
Hello, good evening, KVK.
Good evening, welcome. Welcome to the show. What's your name?
This is Mr. Romeo calling you from Ejibo.
Did you say Mr. Romeo?
Yeah, I want to talk about Victor Osimhen.
Okay, talk to me about that, man.
Okay, for me, I feel for marking signing like Victor Osimhen, it's expected that it drags this long. There's nothing strange about how far it is being dragged.
Right.
That is how it comes for people like Osimhen. Eventually, it will go down the wire and then he gets a transfer to PSG. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Because I know Napoli want to hold out for as much money as they can get from him, but eventually they'll let him go.
No, let him go for how much? Would they settle for less? Would they have to reduce? Will the money come down? Hello? Oh, he left me. I was going to ask him. He said, I heard him very clearly, but the last word I was going to ask him, Napoli will still sell. Would they reduce the money is a question. Welcome. Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. What's your name?
Hello.
Good evening to you. Oh, please do well to reconnect. Last time we need to go. Time is running up. Napoli are really holding our sime. Good evening. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Welcome.
Welcome, sir. Is it okay?
Yeah, please help me tune off your radio set. I could hear myself.
Okay.
Right.
Are you hear me?
Very well. Welcome. What's your name?
Batani.
Okay. Talk to me.
I want to hear about my youth transfer. I beg.
Okay. You want me to tell you about Man U transfer?
Yes, sir.
Signings. They brought in some players. You have Lenny Euro now. Okay. So the
Thank you, sir. I'm the first time caller.
Oh! Thank you so much. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Kizike.
Right. I appreciate you. Okay.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Have a great day. Yesterday he said, I would not rest. We will never rest until the old glory, old days is back. Will this be possible? Good evening.
Hello?
I'm here. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Not so bad.
Oh, okay. Let me let you go. Please do well to reconnect if you can. It is just less time for I call it a wrap on the show. Come.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right. Welcome. Go ahead. What's your name?
Yeah, I want to know Liverpool signing now for this season. I want to know their signing.
What's your name? What's your name?
Possibly. Liverpool.
What is your
I
name?
want to know their signing.
I'll tell you. I heard you well. What's your name?
Oh my Lord, the line is crazy.
Oh, okay.
I want to get the title of their line.
Okay.
New signings.
Let me let you go. Let me let you go so I could talk about that. Right. And Arnold's transfer for now away to Real Madrid is closed. I don't think it's really going to be happening anytime soon. And the slot has started his training with his boys. The new season has started. So Liverpool is also trying to restructure, and everyone is trying to be, focused, all hands on deck to work under the manager. Nobody knows who will start. The only player that people are really thinking is Kubo, plays for Real Sociedad. Yeah, are saying he has the Madrid release. He has the Madrid clause in his contract, and they are saying that man will be the perfect replacement for Salah. But with Mo Salah leave this season, I'm so.
Hello, good evening. This is Fred.
Fred, talk to me. Welcome.
I just want to ask, the lady that spoke on the show today, is he like their coach? Is he a foreign coach or
what do you mean?
Coach? Because
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I wasn't born too.
Wait, you
Hello?
said let me hear you. Let me get you again. Go ahead.
Only the foreign coach that can handle Nigerians the team, like only foreign coach.
Why do you say that? Hello?
Hello?
Why did you say that?
I can hear you.
I said, why did you say it's only a foreign coach that can manage Nigeria Super Eagles? Hello? Oh, he left me. I'll talk about that with you. Still with me. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name?
I'm talking on the Osime issue.
Yeah, what's your name? What's your name?
Yes, on Osime, Vito Osime.
I know. What is your name?
Godwin is on.
Okay, all right.
First time caller.
First time caller? Okay, all right.
First time caller.
First time caller, I'll tell you. Thank you so much. All right. Your question is, can you hear me? Man City, right?
Godwin, first time caller.
God, okay, I need to ring my bell for you. Welcome. Thank you so much. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Stay with me. Tomorrow is another day. Okay, so questions have been asked, and the man who called. Let's go back to this line quickly. I'll talk about that before I go. The coach. Hey, I don't have all the time. This will be the last one. Sorry. Hello.
Hello, Kizike.
Welcome. Good evening. What's your name?
Okay, good evening.
Yeah, talk to me.
All the news about Nico Williams now.
Nico Williams' case is still pending for now. Nico Williams' case is still pending for now.
Okay, Baka has not finalized it.
Yeah, not finalized now.
Okay, what about it?
But they are still waiting for Napoli to reduce the amount.
What is the current amount they place? Is it still on 120 or
No, it's 110 now, 110. If you know, you know. And also, he went down to 1994. Clement Hendrik Westerhoff came. So it's been like foreign coaches have been having their flaws in the